Good morning this morning, and welcome to The Culture Has Never Been Better, and the importance of having a good culture in the new age of college football edition of the OHIO podcast. Do us a big favor this morning and smash that like button, as well as make a comment down in the comment section below. The more you comment and the more you like like these videos, the more people will get to see them. That's how that pesky little algorithm works on YouTube. So please do those two things. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do that as well as we continue to try to grow our community here at the OHIO podcast with all of you fine Buckeye-loving folks. All right, I am joined by Marvelous Mecah Hannah. You all know her down in the chat during our live shows. She is one of the best, brightest, and may I say, intelligent Buckeye fans I know. Mecah, welcome to the OHIO podcast again.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
It's not too hard to compliment you, Mecah. You are a fantastic human being. We all love you here in the Pod Squad and on the OHIO podcast. Now, Mecah, a couple days ago, we talked about the job that Ryan Day did in kind of squashing the whole you have to have been a head coach before you got the job at Ohio State. Now, it did take him a little bit longer than some of the previous predecessors before him, but he did win that national championship, and now it seems like he has got all the confidence, and of course, that confidence led to him actually hiring Brian Hartline, a first-time play caller, as the offensive coordinator at Ohio State as well. That leads into today's discussion about what it takes to build a positive culture in today's society and in today's college game. Now, Mecah, Ryan Day, in just his short 6 years as head coach at Ohio State, has transitioned from you wanted to leave the program and transfer someone else. You had to sit out 1 year before you could play. That changed to now you no longer have to set out, to now there's a transfer portal, to, oh, by the way, now there's NIL, to, oh, now we're allowed to pay players. So the amount of changing that has taken place in the college game from that aspect when it comes to roster building has been crazy. On top of that, we went from a 14 playoff to a 12-team playoff in Ryan Day's era in those 6 years. And we're about to go to a 14-team playoff and eventually a 16-team playoff in a couple years as well. But the point is, Ryan Day has seen all of this crazy transition in college football in these 6 years, and he has probably led that transition for Ohio State better than any other coach in college football. I still believe Nick Saban would still be coaching today if there wasn't for all these changes in college football. But here we sit with Ryan Day, one of the best coaches in college football, right here in Columbus, Ohio, coaching our Buckeyes. And he's done all of that while building what I believe might be the best culture in college football. Now, Mecah, this is something you really wanted to talk about, so I'm going to turn it over to you and let you dive in and start to dissect all of this for us this morning.
I think that the fact that what you mentioned before on the last show that we did together, how Ryan Day has never makes the same mistake twice, and he always learns something from his mistakes and builds on it and corrects it. And I can tell you right now, he even admitted that he's a perfectionist, and you can see that. And he cares about these kids. Like, one of the things that really stuck out to me was the story of Harry Miller, how he said he was really depressed and suffering, and Ryan Day stepped in and said, "I care about you as a person." And he was there for him. He credits Ryan Day for saving his life, and that's a powerful thing, man. I mean, when you have a person in your life that's willing to say, I I'll be there for you no matter what. I mean, some coaches, whether they want to admit it or not, I believe, see these kids only for what they bring onto the field and what they can contribute to the program as a player. And the fact that he was willing to say, no, that doesn't matter, put yourself first, take time away, do whatever you need to do, and puts his arms around a kid like that who's suffering, that shows what kind of person he is and the kind of love he wants to demonstrate in his program. And don't get me wrong, he can be tough too. Like, he don't put up with diva mentality or anything like that. We don't recruit kids that are me first type of kids. We recruit team first and faith first players. And I just think it's great how he's emphasizing relationships and the brotherhood of the program. And I know people hear that word and they say, oh, the brotherhood is all fake and all that stuff. No, it's not, because if it was fake, then we would lose more kids to the portal. We did not lose any starters to the portal, and we could have.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Mika, where do you think that this idea of what he wants the culture to look like comes from for
I
him?
think I think a lot of it maybe, and I don't know for sure. I have no inside information or anything, but I think a lot of it may stem from his loss as a kid, the loss of his father. He wants to create an environment where his players feel like family. He wants to provide a family. So a lot of these kids, especially the national kids, come to Ohio State and they're far away from home, and I'm sure they miss the home. I know I would. And he just wants to promote a culture where they can feel like comfortable in their own skin and just be able to lean on each other and grow and become great young men. And I'm not saying the kids that leave are bad in any way. I know that there's kids out there that go and they enter the portal and they just want to play, and I support them. Devin Brown will forever be one of my favorite Buckeyes. He exemplified the team aspect of being a Buckeye to me, and the fact that he stayed for as long as he did, I believe, is a testament to the culture that Ryan Day built. Because a lot of kids wouldn't have stayed in his situation for as long as he did.
Yeah, that's really good points right, you make right there. I think that when you create a culture that is very family oriented, it is really difficult to leave the family. I mean, you think about that aspect in our own lives. We all can relate to that. How difficult it would be to walk away from your brothers and sisters and your mom and your dad and your loved ones. And, there's a time for that when we reach a certain age. But, you think about the fact that a lot of these young men are transitioning from that aspect where they were sheltered by mom and dad, and they've left the nest, and now here they are, and they're becoming young men, and that transition period is really volatile for a lot of young men, which is one of the reasons why I think you see so many young men get in trouble when they have that freedom given to them that maybe they didn't necessarily have when they were 16, 17, 18 years old in high school, that they now have as 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old young men. And Ryan Day he's definitely choosing, he's being very specific in the kind of athlete he chooses as well, which I think adds to the culture and prohibits the culture from being attacked from within by its own players, if that makes sense.
And like the NFL aspect as well is a factor in that too. Like I don't know how I would have reacted when, well, I know exactly how I would have reacted if you put the kind of money these kids are making in front of me at that age. It would not have been nearly as well as these kids conduct themselves in terms of NIL. I mean, things like that are crazy to me. And the fact that he's willing to say, no, I'm taking the type of kid that's not going to be NIL first, that's going to put the team first, even if he's not necessarily as highly ranked as, say, another guy, eh, because he sees their personality and how they could fit with other kids in the program. I think is a testament to how he's wanting to build this thing as a family. The brotherhood is real, man. It's not just a saying. I truly believe that he's wanting it to be real, and the fact that the um, administration has given him time to build on it, like we said in the last show, is great, I think, because it's really starting to pay dividends. And I think we're about ready to build a dynasty unlike anything anyone's ever seen. Like Nick Saban level stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a video about that. My thoughts about the whole Nick Saban comparison. You're not the first who's made this comparison, Miko, or at least in the same breath mentioned Ryan Day with the name of Nick Saban. Of course, I have done the same here recently in these videos that we have created. But um, what do you think it is as far as sustaining this culture? Where do you? I guess what I'm trying to say is, now that we've won a national championship, now that he has the blueprint for success in winning that national championship, and has the proof of concept that this culture he's created indeed works, right? Where do we go from here? Is it preserving it? Is it building on it? And if you build on it, how do you build on it? Like, obviously, you can't stay stagnant, because that's how things get ruined, and you don't want to go backwards. So like it's kind of to me, in a lot of ways, when you talk culture and roster building, Ryan Day's kind of at a crossroads here a little bit. What do you think is in his headspace when he thinks about these things?
I think he's wanting to build on what he's already done because, um, like I heard them mention how, and I believe the players are a catalyst for this as well. He talked about how the players came in and they wanted the banners removed. They came in and said, "We didn't. This team, the one that's going to be on the field this coming season, didn't do anything. We need to prove ourselves." And I think that's a testament to Ryan Day as well, that he's getting these 4 and 5 star recruits to buy into the kind of underdog, um, prove themselves mentality that they haven't, even though they're joining a national championship program. A lot of these guys didn't see the field, and even the ones that did, they're still hungry. And the fact that they still show that hunger and talk about still wanting to be a dominant program, I think reflects well on Ryan Day also.
Yeah, the that stems back to the idea of fighting. Like even though they have a family aspect, it's the brotherhood, and there's a lot of um, I would say accountability within the program between the players themselves and the coaching staff, as far as checking on one another's mental health, etc., and all of those aspects of being a student athlete that goes with it. Even in an era now where NIL is could very easily go to a player's head. Um, the fact that Ryan Day still has all of those as very highlighted, underlined, important aspects of this program and the culture of this program, he still has kind of that fighter mentality, old school mentality, toughness mentality, despite what Michigan fans think, that is allowed him, as we said in the last time we recorded, to get up off the mat after a 13-10 horrible loss and go on an absolute epic run. And it seems to me, Mecah, from what I can tell, he's an incredibly confident coach now.
Yeah, and I also think that the fact that he brought in multiple O-line coaches. What program do you know that made a move like that? I think that's a savvy move. He identified a weak spot, and he didn't just secure it with one guy. He brought in three to shore up a hole that he saw as a weakness, and had brought in Matty P to bring energy into the program and helped. You can tell that Matty P was the energy himself. Like, you can see that dude smile, and he looks like he's enjoying football again, and that to me is amazing.
Yeah, it's a good observation, Mecah. I've noticed that myself, and others have as well. It's being documented as such, and so that's you're 100% right. Any last thoughts about this, Mecah, before we finish up this video? This has been a very insightful conversation. I'm glad we had it, and I'm glad you suggested it.
Buckeye Nation, buckle up, because we're in for a wild ride, and I think it's going to include lots and lots of hardware and lots of championships.
Well, after scarlet and gray, my next favorite color is gold. So, so we will make sure that we've got plenty of room on the shelf for more hardware, as Mecah predicts. You guys know the drill. Make sure you comment down in the comment section below. Let us know what you think about what we think. I know Mecah's going to be checking the comments out, so when you guys make a comment, she'll be there to respond. I will as well, hopefully, if I have the time to do so this weekend. Keep your ear to the ground, everybody. This is the first of 4 massive recruiting weekends here at Ohio State. We will be here to report on it, talk about it right here at the OHIO podcast as always. And make sure you check out Sunday evening's round table discussion. Former Buckeye Jamal Luke is going to be with us, guys, to take part in our round table this Sunday. Good friend of the program. He's been on before. Yeah, Jamal's a great guy. You're gonna love him, Mecah. He's just a ball of energy and got great stories. National champion, by the way, 2002 national champion. So of course we'll talk about that, and we'll allow you guys to ask some questions as well. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out if you haven't already, and please subscribe to the channel. Share the show. Let everybody know that the Marvelous Mecah Hannah is here to drop some Buckeye knowledge on your lap. Everybody should hear this because she is worth listening to, my friends. Make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, like I said, and as always, be kind to one another. I owe someone's OH in Carmen, Ohio, with all your heart. Till next time, Mecah, you know what to do. OH!
I Love you, Buckeye Nation.
Go Bucks.